All right, so here's the song. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along a demijohn. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along a demijohn. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along a demijohn. Farewell, Uncle Bell, say in the morning. Yes, sir. Upstairs, downstairs, out in the kitchen. Upstairs, downstairs, out in the kitchen. Upstairs, downstairs, out in the kitchen. See Uncle Bill just a reeling and a pitching. Yes, sir. We ain't had a drink since I don't know when. Yes, sir. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along a demijohn. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along a demijohn. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along a demijohn. Farewell, Uncle Bill, see you in the morning. Yes, sir. Yon becomes the preacher and the children all a crying. Yon becomes the preacher and the children all a crying. Yon becomes the preacher and the children all a crying. Chicken necks ringing, toenails flying. Yes, sir. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along a demijohn. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along a demijohn. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along a demijohn. Farewell, Uncle Bill, see you. Yes, sir. All right, so let me see here. Starting off, it's just a walk from E, F sharp to G. So it really ends up, it's really more like a walk from D to G. D, E, F sharp, D, E, F sharp, G. We're just leaving the D off. Okay, so that's how I started. That walk up from G to D is B, C, D. So there's so many ways of doing these walks, okay? So here's, I think I've got this figured out. If you do a strum in there, or a pick a bass note, and then the strum, then you got only room for one more pick strum, so we only have room for two notes in there. Now, that's weird timing in this song. There's a beat, there's a measure of 2/4 in there, so there's extra two beats. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's what's going on there, is like there's a measure, if you wanted to call it a measure of 6 or whatever, anyhow, it goes right along with the tune until you go to play it and you're like, how come I can't get back there on the right time? So it kind of helps to be able to count it out if you know about counting and measures and all that. If you don't, just listen to it till you get it. All right, so hot corn, cold corn, okay, so that run right there, I did differently. I just went pick. If you don't do the strum, you got room for 3 notes. G. And in this case, I did G, B, C, C sharp, D. All right. In other words, the 6th string on the 3rd fret. This is the 2nd fret of the A string, the 3rd fret of the A string, and the 4th fret of the A string that leads you to the open D string. Farewell, they'll say, yes, sir. And there's that walk up up from D to G again. Alright, and I think I threw a G lick in there at the end. Yes, sir. Let's go over that G lick. There's about 20 different ways to do G licks. You can do, so that's 3rd fret of the G of the E string, open 1st, 2nd on the 5th string, open 2nd, open on the 4th string, and then the open 3rd string. Some people slide and do a pull off. Anyhow, you figure out how your favorite guitar player plays his G lick and go from there. All right. Okay, now on to the solo part. So all I'm really doing here is playing, walking up, and then I'm sliding up to the 5th fret. 0, 2, 4. Now this is all taking place on the 4th string here, the D string, so we're walking from D up to G. G, E, F sharp, and then you slide up to the G, and so that there alone is worth the price of admission. Okay, so, but if you know how to cross pick, and one good thing about this song is you can't play it too fast because of those darn words in the 3rd verse. Yonder come the preacher and the children all a crying. Bluegrass, they play it as fast as you can. Well, this verse makes you not be able to play it like this. Yonder come the preacher and the children all a crying. It's impossible. So that makes, what I'm saying here is that means we got to play this song at a slower pace. You're able to keep. So let me show you that cross picking thing. I'm playing the 4th string, the 3rd string, and the 2nd string. Down on the 4th, up on the 3rd, down on the 2nd. Okay, now this is why they call it cross picking, because we go back to the 4th with an up pick, down on the 3rd, and up on the 2nd. So it's down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now, that's really hard, but once you get it and you practice that a lot, it just increases your dexterity and your picking abilities a lot on the guitar and on the mandolin. So do yourself a favor, practice picking. Next 3 strings. And you know, just hold a G chord. And get to where you can do it nice and smooth. Obviously, I haven't practiced for a while. Alright, so that's a kind of a forward cross-picking pattern. Okay, so back to that solo. So, after this, just 2nd fret of the 4th string, open 3rd string. So a lot of this cross picking sort of thing is just filling in notes. And so this is the 4th string and then the 3rd string, part of a D chord here, but I'm only playing one note. Can't remember exactly what I did, but it was something like that. The 2nd string here, this B, is actually the melody. B, B, G, 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 A, B. I'm sorry. B, B, G, 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 E, D. So that's the basic melody. But it sounds cool to slide up because we're da, 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 da. sure hope you can get it from that. And if you can't, write me a little note on the bottom of this. Thanks for your support. Take care now.